Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Syberia. So, I'm not going to get into it, but since the last time I recorded, the game kind of messed up on me. And it actually refused to start. So, yeah. I spent about 2 or 3 days trying to figure out what was wrong, and I finally found a fix. So, yeah, here we are. Next area. New area. Whatever.
Kate Walker! Kate Walker!
Oscar, what's going on? Why has the train stopped? Where are we?
The springs of the train are unwound again, Kate Walker. As for the question pertaining to our geographical location, I really haven't the slightest idea.
Well, we'd better get looking for a winding machine, my dear Oscar. I hope that this place actually has one.
The air here is so polluted that I could not possibly risk leaving the locomotive. My joints might corrode irreparably.
Right. Let's see.
Whatever, Oscar.
See you soon, Oscar.
I shall stay right here, Kate Walker.
So once again, Oscar gives us a reason as to why he cannot help us. So we're on our own. But we all saw that coming, I'm sure. So this area is obviously an industrial complex. And the name, I think it's called Komkolzgrad or something. I hope that they say the name at some point because I have no freaking clue how to say these names. I think Valladolid is the only one that I can manage so far. Okay, so we are now in a worker automaton. So let's see what we can find here. Oh look, voice cylinder and plans and something of interest. And sorry, I got distracted by the music because for some reason it started to sound like the music from Valladolid, but clearly that's not right. Anyway, enough getting distracted. Okay, so the handle is obviously going to be used here. Now, what we need to do, we need to move the automaton towards the train. So that should be, or this should be how we do it. Still gotta go one more. Okay, we're in the good spot, so now we're going to wind up the train using this button. It's kind of neat how this thing works, actually. Okay, now I'm going to move it back. I'll probably cut this part out because it's just going to be a little bit tedious.
Hey, you there!
Uh-oh, that doesn't look good. Don't know who the hell that was, but why are they coming out of my train? Well, I guess we should see where this leads.
That door is locked.
Well, damn.
I've got to find another way around.
Right, so we can't go through there yet. Well, he came out of the train, so let's see if he did any damage. Well, Oscar's not there. That might not be good. Oscar, where the hell are you? Are you in here? So funny thing happened. There's this
Oh
guy.
my God, Oscar!
Oh, never mind.
Oscar, talk to me.
Right. Let's take that off of you.
Are you okay?
Why, it is absolutely inadmissible, intolerable, and indescribable. I have been attacked.
What do you mean you've been attacked?
My hands! I no longer have them! They have been stolen!
My God, you haven't got your hands! But who did this? What's going on here?
We can be sure of one thing, Kate Walker. That this heinous crime was committed by a barbarian. A dysfunctional individual whose behavior lacks all finesse.
Did you get a look at your attacker? Tell me exactly how it happened.
I was standing here polishing up my metalwork. I was just thinking that with all the dust in the air, it would be a good idea to...
Oscar!
I was very busy, and I suddenly felt two powerful arms grab me from behind and tie me up before I had the chance to defend myself. I wanted to call out, but my attacker gagged me before I could emit the slightest sound. Then he dismantled my hands with a terrifying pair of pliers. It was horrible.
I can believe it, my poor Oscar, but did you see him?
He was a real barbarian, I tell you. He had bloodshot eyes, steel teeth, and brown scaly skin, and he emitted foul odors. He was a monster, Kate Walker, a real monster, and he had a weapon.
Oscar, please calm down. Everything's going to be all right.
Right. We need to get your hands back, buddy.
Right. I'm done. Take care of yourself, Oscar.
Good luck, Kate Walker, and don't forget me.
I would never forget you, Oscar. You're my favorite character, so that's not going to happen. Let's pick these up. So now we have to go after that guy that we saw and get Oscar's hands back. This is this is not good. But before we do that, let's go ahead and listen to this voice cylinder.
My dear brother, what joy to have news of you after your long silence during the war years. So you're working for the Russians now. I tell you, we've been hearing some worrying stories about them here. Just your description of that dingy factory makes me cough. But it's so good to hear that your talent is being recognized for its true value, and that your automaton creations are taking the place of workers for all those menial jobs. I'm so proud that Voralberg automatons are making such a contribution, even if it is small, to the improvement of people's lives.
Meanwhile, back in Valladolid, we've been licking our wounds after the war years. Some people have returned, others not. Life is slowly coming back, but it's taking time. All my love, Anna.
Well, once again, people pronouncing names differently. Because obviously I called it Valladolid and then she's like Valladolid. I guess it doesn't matter. It must be one of those things where you can say it however you want. Whatever. Okay, so what we need to do now is go back to that automaton worker that I was in before. But this time we're not going to move him all the way up to the train. We're only going to move him up one space. And then we should be able to access an area that we weren't able to access before. Or not that we didn't access it before, but rather that I didn't mess with it before, because at the time I was only concerned with winding up the train. And then that's when Oscar got his hands stolen. Poor Oscar. He's so mad about it too. Alright, so now we're only going to move it up once. Alright, now we should exit and should be, yep, there we go. We can jump across to there. Alright, here we go. Nicely done. Alright, so, we need to get in here. But as you can see, I can't do anything unless I use the metal shears. Good job, Kate. Alright, let's go. Okay, so in here, there's only one thing that we're going to be looking for. Should be on a shelf somewhere. Yeah. We need this spark plug. And also, have a look, just to kind of see what we're dealing with. So that's the factory itself, I believe. I don't think she can do anything here.
I can't go that way.
Right. So there's that, and then we're looking out here. Yeah, just more area to go to. Okay, well, let's go back, because really the spark plug is all we came for. Alright, we gotta put this thing back in its original position. So obviously, Hans was a very creative and able person, despite people being like, oh, he wasn't right in the head or whatever. But obviously, he was very gifted creatively. I mean, he freaking worked for the Russians and all that, you know what I mean? Like, just all these inventions, they're his. And it's just kind of amazing to see that. So I guess if you think about it, the train... Man, that must have been something, though, to build this train to where it traveled through all the areas that Hans had ever been in. Because obviously he started in Valladolid. You know, that was his home, his hometown. And then he went to the University of, oh my god, Verhofstadt, I think. Close enough. And then here, at this place, he was helping the Russians. So, I mean, it's huge. It's expansive. I always thought that was just one of the neatest things. Now this should take us down to the mines.
Hello? Hello?
Kate, it's Dan. Can you hear me?
Dan, is that you? I can't hear you so good. Dan!
Hey, stop. It's the last conversation. Are you still mad at me? Come on, it's important.
Dan, you're breaking up. I'll try and call you when I get out of this mine.
Kate! Come on, what's happening? Listen, we've got to talk.
Look, the line's just getting worse and worse. I'm hanging up.
What does he want to talk about? Who knows?
If that's going to work, it looks like something's missing.
Right, so this is what we needed the spark plug for. Alright, well now we can see. Hooray! I don't remember this area of the game too well, and that is because this is honestly my least favorite area of the game. Not to say that it's bad.
I don't need to do that.
Oh, sorry, Kate. Not to say that it's bad. I just, you know, the whole industrial thing, it's just not my thing. You know, comparing, like, Valladolid and the university and the last and final, or of course it's last, the fourth area that we're going to be going to. This one just kind of pales in comparison to that. Anyway, okay, so metal steps. Let's go ahead and take them. Looks like an automaton piano player. Oh, and a screwdriver. Yeah, we're gonna need that. So there was this big old door back here. Let's see if we can open it or interact with it in any way.
That door is locked.
Obviously not. Okay. Ah. Okay, well that opens it. But let's go check over here real quick. There might be something that we could miss if we're not careful. Aha! Okay, this is what we need to use the screwdriver on. Alright, let's try this out first. Well, look who it is. It's the hand bandit.
Hey, you! Who are you? Careful, I'm warning you. I'm not afraid of you, okay? What do you want? Why did you do that?
There must be some misunderstanding.
Because you reckon theft is all about misunderstanding, do you? Give me my hands back. Now!
Your hands? And what are those on the ends of your arms? I can explain everything to you. You see, I'm no thief.
You broke into my train, assaulted my driver, mutilated him, and stole his hands. Apart from that, you are not a thief.
I have not stolen them, miss. Only borrowed them for a while.
You've got to be joking.
I'm not joking with you, miss. I would never take such liberties.
They belong to Oscar, my automaton engineer. Why did you steal them?
They are extraordinary. Real mechanical wonders. I would never have been capable of designing such hands myself. Never. Such workmanship. Such precision crafting. It is incredible. Absolutely incredible.
And just because you like them, you decided to steal them?
I have only borrowed them, little missy. Temporarily, you understand? Of course, I shall return them to you when I don't need them anymore. You can...
Excuse me?
You see, these hands are all I need to complete my plan. At last, I can finish off my automaton pianist and fulfill my dreams. Everything is now in place. You see, I have converted this old, useless, stupid factory into a magical theatre. As you can see, the furnaces, piping, chimney stacks, they've all been converted into one gigantic organ. I will be able to accompany the world's greatest living singer. Now all I need is her...
Okay, this is a bit crazy. I guess we should ask about the mission.
I'm sorry, I can't make heads or tails out of your story at all. Without my engineer's hands, I'm stuck here, you see?
Everything I have designed, all that I have invented, everything is for her. Do you realize? Her. Oh, to hear her sing one more time here in my factory.
But who is she? Who are you talking about?
Helena. The one and only Helena Romansky. Her voice is so pure, like an angel. One day she came here to Komkolzgrad. She sang here, you know, when our industrial city was in its heyday. Oh, so long ago now. It was almost unreal. It was magical. I remember it like it was yesterday. Then, later, a long time later, she saved my soul. She saved my life and gave it meaning. When I was told that the mining program was to be abandoned, that this industrial city was consigned to oblivion, that I, its director, would from then on be nothing but a guardian of these rusting remains of a bygone age, that is when I first formed my plan to bring Helena Romansky back to this factory. But this time, she would sing for me, and me alone.
And is she okay about this?
Sure. Once she finds out that I have done all this for her, when she realizes how I converted this vast network of pipes and tubes to create one of the most impressive organs ever made, then, you know, this was no small achievement, miss. Once molten iron flowed through here. Now there wafts only beautiful melodies. But then I realized I had to make an automaton pianist. I began to despair that I would never create hands that were intricate enough. But then you arrived. So lucky, don't you think?
Yeah, that must have been a happy coincidence for someone around here. So, when will this Madame Romansky come back? When do I get my hands back?
I don't know. Maybe someone should look for her. Tell her. Hey, why don't you go? The quicker you bring her back, the sooner you can carry on your business trip. Now, isn't that a good idea?
And you promise that once Helena has sung, you will give me back my automaton's hands?
I promise, my dear. You have my solemn word.
Well, I guess I'm going to have to believe you. Where should I go hunting for this singer, then?
I have no idea. But for a woman of the world like yourself, finding her should pose no obstacle. Helena Romansky was a world celebrity, you know. I have collected many objects, souvenirs of her that I keep in a room. A shrine to her glory. It's like her own personal museum in a way. You should take a look.
This whole story is completely nuts.
Right.
Please, excuse me. I have to go now.
So be it.
To be honest, Kate, this whole journey has been nuts.